Hello everyone and Happy New Year! Welcome to another weekly weekend reset. The first weekly weekend reset of the new year. And of course, I had to start off with making some nice hot tea before I started. My kids' husband and I had an awesome night last night, as you can see from the mess that was left. Honestly, cleanup was not that bad. Most of it was trash, so after throwing away all the trash, there wasn't much left to do. Unfortunately, we did have quite a bit of food waste from our celebration, but most of it wasn't really stuff that we can save for the next day. Anyways, I hope that you all had a wonderful New Year's celebration, or if you decided to hit the hay early and just go to bed, that you had a nice, restful sleep. This technically was not the first video I posted in this new year. I did make a video from pre-Christmas that carried on all the way until after New Year's, just because it took so long to edit. Unfortunately, I did happen to use a song on CapCut, and it got flagged for copyright, even though the song listed said that it was fine for commercial use. So I ended up deleting the whole video. A little bit bummed, but it's okay. We're here now. Also, I have no idea what is going on with me. I used to be able to get up, clean the whole downstairs area, record it all to completion, edit and post it all within the same day. Maybe sometimes by the next day. I can't even finish cleaning in one day anymore. When I started making my cleaning videos, I would say I was pretty disciplined with making sure that I actually got up, got it done, didn't let anybody disturb me during that time. And then mom guilt hit, and I felt bad that I wasn't like letting anybody in the space while I was cleaning just so that I could make a video. And then of course, usually at some point in the middle of my cleaning, I do stop to make my family brunch. But whether or not I return to cleaning after brunch has been the new dilemma. Also, this particular day, my husband did start cleaning. I told him absolutely not. I made him stop and told him that I had to record a cleaning video so that he wasn't allowed to clean. Only mentioning this because he did point out that he might look like a jerk if he was just sitting there playing video games. So let it be known, he did try to help. I do suspect that the weekly weekend resets are going to look a little bit different. I might not even call them weekend resets anymore. My new days off are now Mondays and Tuesdays. So unless I can record my videos on Monday, voiceover on Tuesday, and hold off on posting until the weekend, I might actually end up changing the name. But I kind of like the idea of like having the video ready ahead of time too. So maybe we'll keep it. I don't know. I'm really loving my new job and how much less anxiety and stressed I feel at this new place. Jeter, what are you doing? What are you doing? Brainstorming some new ideas of what I can do besides cleaning videos. Don't get me wrong, I love a good weekly weekend reset, and it does help me keep on top of our cleaning, but I do want to kind of branch out a little bit. I don't know that it has to be in the cleaning realm. I kind of want to do something that's a little bit more creative. I have gone live on TikTok in the past, and my original plan was to try out a bunch of different types of videos and activities to do on my live. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure the only thing that I've done on TikTok lives is junk journaling, which, don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy the process of junk journaling and making live videos of it. But after a week of making lives, I only had like 2 or 3 people max at one time. It also has nothing to do with anything that I post on my regular TikTok, so I also feel like that didn't really help because I wasn't bringing in people through my videos from junk journaling content for them to know that I make lives doing junk journaling. I guess with that logic, I should be making videos of cleaning, like live videos. Like, let's fold laundry together, which I don't actually hate that. I can just fold laundry and chat with people while I do so. It's an idea. Additionally, I should probably start providing some creative content that I just post on my actual TikTok and YouTube channels so that I can bring in those crafty people to come and watch my crafty lives. Maybe that'll be like a New Year's resolution of mine, to find some other niches that I can include with my content, but not stray too far from this whole like cleaning vibes. Like, I feel like cleaning and crafts could kind of go together. I don't know. What do you guys think? Some of the crafty vibes I feel like can fall into like house decorating and DIYing. And I think it fits. Anyways, thank you for letting me rant as if you had a choice. I did want to shift gears and kind of talk a little bit about what a weekly weekend reset is. For the most part, yeah, it's pretty obvious. We're just cleaning up. But a reset has a specific goal in mind. And for everybody, it might look a tad bit different. For us, for me, it means resetting everything that we might need in order for the following week to go smoothly. For example, something like cleaning off the dining room table. If the dining room table is not cleaned up, during the week, we are less likely to actually sit down and have dinner together as a family. Instead, likely what will happen is we'll make dinner, everyone will grab their plates, some of them will sit at the bar or on the couch or even take their food into their room, which is like my pet peeve. But when we don't have everything clean and ready to sit at the table, I mean, I don't blame them. By the way, the video has now moved over to day 2 of cleaning, hence the frustration you see on my face. It was technically 4 days later that I started day 2 of this reset once more. Some other areas that I prioritize in getting ready for a weekly reset is also obviously the kitchen area. If the kitchen area is not clean, we're less likely to actually make dinner at home. Sometimes that results in a DIY night where everyone's kind of just responsible for making something for themselves. Sometimes it ends up being a night where we go out and purchase dinner, which is like, no, we're trying to save money. So if I can set us up better for the week to make sure that we are not spending unnecessary money, then I will do that. And that this weekly weekend reset really helps set us up in the best possible way to avoid having to do that. A few other things like doing laundry, washing our bedding, and getting on the kids about doing their chores is something else that I will add on over the weekend, but not always something that I show in my videos. Sometimes I do, but it's not a regular occurrence in our weekly reset videos that we make here. And this might be a good time to finally introduce myself. I normally say this earlier in the video, but my name is Catalina. I am a married working mom of 3 kids, and I recently got a new job that is much closer to home and much less stressful, and I can tell you right now I'm feeling so much better about it. I already touched a little bit about the content that I post a bit ago, but I post these weekly reset videos. I also post grocery hauls, and I'm currently brainstorming on what new content to bring to the table as well. And despite the fact of cleaning being what I post on social media, I hate cleaning. And making content where I clean my house actually helps me stay consistent with cleaning my house. However, as you will see by the end of this video, it ends up taking me yet a 3rd day to finish the reset in this space, and it's still not perfectly clean. And I'll be honest, I decided that I was perfectly fine with that. We'll be doing off camera is sweeping and mopping, but if I stop to try and record that, I will never get this video edited and posted. So as a recovering perfectionist, I have to accept that enough is enough. Sometimes something is better than nothing. And at the end of the day, I rather get a video done and posted than not at all. I'm curious at this point who has gotten this far into the video. So if you are still here and listening, I would love to hear from you in the comments of you explaining to me what areas in your house you find most valuable to have reset for the new week. And if you have your kids doing chores, what kinds of things do you have them responsible for in your house? For us, we do a rotating chore system that restarts on Mondays. We have 3 kids, so we have split it up in 3 categories. The first one is dishes and kitchen, but to be honest, it mostly just entails doing dishes. The second is pets and backyard, so they are in charge of getting up in the morning, feeding the pets for breakfast and dinner, as well as cleaning up after them in the backyard throughout the week. And the last one is bathrooms and trash. They are only responsible for cleaning the 2 bathrooms that they use. And then for trash, they're just emptying the trash from inside the house into the large trash can. They are technically supposed to be pulling out the trash bins and bringing them back in on trash day 2, but that ends up being my husband and I who ends up doing that. Maybe this year we'll do better at holding them accountable for that. We'll see. And with that, we have made it to the end of the video. Sorry and thank you for listening to me speak for 10 minutes straight. As a reward, here's a cute video of my fat cat playing with this cool toy we bought them for Christmas. As a reminder, here is the before clip of what it looked like the day after New Year's celebration. And this is what it looked like just a few days later and what it looks like now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!